Hi friends, today we are going to see uh, dialog boxes. Means we are going to see message dialog box, open dialog box, file dialog box, open dialog box, and file dialog box means with the save dialog box. We are also going to see the color dialog box, plus we are also going to see something called as your font dialog box. Okay, so uh, after doing all this font dialog box and all, we'll be using all these things in your application. Then we'll be using all these things for creating an application which will be having an MDI form. Then we'll be using MDI SDI. Then after doing this, we'll be also using something called as file handling, which is reading the file and writing into the file. Okay, so let's write name of the project. Is your dialog. Then I'll be using the short name for your file reading and writing MDI and SDI. Okay, so we'll be doing all these things inside the one in one project. So this is your form. So we are just going to create a small notepad like an application. So let's see how we can create a notepad using your Visual Studio 2008. So the first thing, the name of the form I'm going to change. Here I'm using a main form. Then I'll be saying that this form is nothing but it is an MDI form. Okay, so I'll be making it as a container which is called is MDI container. I'll be setting it to true. So this will become blank, so this becomes an container which can have a number of forms inside it. Okay, so after doing all these things, we'll be going to your toolbox and we'll be going for your menus and toolbars, and in menus and toolbars we'll be adding a menu strip. So we'll dragging and dropping the menu strip here, and here there will be the contents. I'll be writing this is nothing but file. Okay, here I'll be writing edit options, and inside file I'll be using an open command. I'll be saying save command. I'll be saying cascade command. Then I'll be using exit. Here I'll be using font. Here I'll be using color. Okay, so after clicking on file and clicking on open, I should uh, open a dialog box which will open a file for a reading purpose. Okay, so let's see how we can do all these things. So let's click on file, then let's click on open. This is nothing but your menu strip. On in menu strip it will look like this when I do something with the forms. File, open, file, cascade, file, close, file, exit, edit font, color. Okay, so let's see how we can do all these things. So after clicking on the file, and if I click open, I should get a dialog box to open the file. Okay, so which file I just want to open, I should get and that dialog. Okay, so clicking on open, I should get the dialog box. Okay, so let me show you what is in dialog box, how to use it. So let's first write, let's declare a string as string, and for current purpose it is 0, or I can say null. Then I'll be creating an object of your open file dialog. Okay, so let's see, and then open file dialog as in new open file dialog. Okay, I'll be showing this dialog box to you when you click on your open. So I'll be saying opd dot show dialog. Okay, and I'll be storing that file name or file path in your file path. File path is equals to opd, which file you have selected, dot file name. Okay, so let's see that it works. Yeah, it works fine. Okay, so after clicking on open, I should get the name of the file. If I click on save, I should save that file. uh, I should save the contents to the file. Okay, so after clicking on save, I should get the dialog box for saving the file. So let's see. Let's create one more string. Save path string. Okay, so I'll be saying dim save dialog box as new save file dialog stb dot show dialog, and I'll be saying whatever the file which has been selected should be, the path should be saved in your save path is equals to stb dot file name. Okay, after doing all these things, we will go for the cascade. Afterwards we'll be going for the cascade. Let's go one code for the exit. For exit, you can directly write end statement, end keyword, end statement, so it will close your project directly. So if you want to use a me dot close, you can also use me dot close. It is just going to close the form, the current form which I'm going to use. Okay, so let's use me dot close. Okay, and this is for your font. So let's use something for font, and then font as new font. Okay, as font. Then I'll be saying dim font dialog box as new font dialog. Okay, so I'll be saying fdb dot show dialog. Then I'll be saying whatever these things are there, store it inside whatever you have selected, store it inside font one. That will be taken from your fdb dot color. Okay, so I'll be saying color, whatever the color you have selected. Oh, it's not color, it's font, sorry. Okay, we are working with the font dialog, so this should be font. And then let's go for your form, let's go for your color. Now let's dim color dialog box as a new color dialog, and cdb dot show dialog. Now we are working with the color, so let's work with the color. Dim col as drawing dot color. So let's save that in your call is equals to cdb dot color. Okay, so let's see, let's build it. Let's execute it. Okay, so whatever I select, it should come inside it. Whatever I select the color. Okay, so it worked fine. Now I need something for editing purpose. I means I should get something from the edit. I should get the file name from the user, and I should open that file for the user in a text box. So let's have a text box, but this is an MDF form. So let's have one more form, and when I click on the file, then when I click on open, that form should get open here itself. Okay, and when I click on save, I should get a prompt, where should I save it, and then save it. Okay, even we can have save as. Okay, save as will work for save. So let's see how we can do all these things. Let's have one more form. Okay, so let's have a text. This notepad. Okay, so what I'm going to do, when I'll be clicking on your file, I should see this notepad, but this isn't a notepad. There is nothing to write on this notepad. So let's have a text box. Okay, and I'll be saying it is having a multi-line property. Now you can expand it, but expanding all these things will not work fine. Let's use a doc property. I'll be saying doc full. It means this will be looking like a notepad. I can edit something inside it. Okay, so this thing is done. Now I need, when I click on the right button on the this text box, I should get something for copy and paste. Okay, that will be done by your different things. I'll be showing it to you, but for current purpose, let it be like this. Now when I click on file open, I should retrieve that file and I should show it in a notepad. Okay, so this is the file path. So I should open that file path and I should show it in that notepad form. Okay, so let's see. For doing all these things, first thing, I have to work with file handling. For file handling, I have to import some classes, the system.io, which will work with your stream reader and stream writer. Okay, so let's see. Let's declare a file stream, dim file stream as new file stream. Okay, now I'm using this file stream. I want the path of this file to open. That path has been saved in your file path. And for what mode I want to open it, I just want it in a open mode so that I should access that file. And the thing is that I just want to read that file. I don't want to write it, so I just want to read it. For that, file access should be a read. Then after creating this object of your file stream, now this file stream object will be used with your uh, stream reader. Okay, now let's use the stream reader, dim stream reader as new stream reader, and I'll be saying this stream reader will work with your fs, which is nothing but a file stream which we have created just now. So this stream reader sr will work with your file. Okay, now after doing all those things, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to retrieve all these things, what I have, what is there inside the file, and I'll be storing it in a variable, and I'll be passing the value of that variable to your form 2 and to your text box. Okay, so how I'm going to do all these things, let's see, I'll be doing, let's declare uh, text1 as a string. Okay, now I'll be saying text1 dot, I can say text1 is a string, and whatever you are going to, I can say, the stream reader is going to read, put all this thing inside your text. So I'll be saying stream reader read to end. Okay, so it will be reading all these things to the end. Then I'll be closing your SR because we have used it for we have opened it. After closing your SR, close your FS. Okay, then let's have that value of text1 in your form1. Let's say I can say form2 dot text box, which we have created right now. I'll be saying I want to access form2, and inside form2 I have a text box, and in text box the text should be nothing but your text1. Okay, so all the things is there inside your text box. So I'll be saying this is the text box and I'll be working in it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show this form to you now. Okay, I'm just going to show, so form 2 dot show method. So let's see how does it works. Open. So this is form, but this form is not inside your MDI. Okay, if you want it inside the MDI, what should be the code? Okay, so let's see. Okay, before showing the form, I'll be saying form 2 dot MDI parent. Who is the MDI parent of it? Okay, the MDI parent is a property, and the parent of this form 2 is the current form, which is uh, I can indicate with using me keyword. Okay, now see. Okay, it is inside your main form now. Okay, even you can say that after showing or before after showing all these things, I can say form 2 dot Windows state should be maximized, so it will be in a full screen. Okay, so after doing this, this is for your, I can say I can open the file from it. Okay, now let's do it for saving something. So we'll be using the same code here, but the thing is that there will be some difference. I'll be using this same file stream. Let's see how. This is dim fs as stream, and then I'll be saying what is the path for saving the file. It is your save path. Then I'll be using this thing for creating a file. Okay, so I'll be creating the file, and what this is a mode for the file mode is to create, and then I'll be saying the access is to write something inside the file. Okay, then I'll be using a stream writer. Okay, and for stream writer I'll be using fs. Okay, this is going to write something in this file. Okay, so what's to write inside the file? I'll be saying I just want to write sw dot, I can say write. Okay, so what I'm going to write, uh, I'm going to write whatever the things are there in your text box. Okay, so I'll be taking all these things from the form2's text box, text box 1 dot text. Okay, then I'm going to close your stream writer first, then I'm going to close your stream file stream. Okay, so I can read and save the file. Okay, let's go on the desktop. Let's use a text file. Okay, so this is one of the text file. So I'll be editing something inside it, and I'll be saying save. I'll be saving the same file. So I'll be saying, okay, he's asking me, do you want to replace it? I'll say yes. Now I'll go and close it. Now again, let's open it. Let's open the same file which we have created. Okay, so this is the file. Now I'll clicking on exit. Now we got a code for your reading and writing into the file. Now let's see. Oh, let me show you first. If I right click on it, I'm able to see undo, cut, copy, paste, delete, select all. Okay, I don't want all these things. I just want an copy and paste option. Okay, so how to get all these things? So what I'm going to do, from the toolbox, I'll be picking your menu strip. Okay, so I'll be dragging and dropping your menu strip on your form, and this menu strip, when I click on it, you will able to see this some text boxes. I'll be saying copy, I'll be saying paste. Oops, it's not a menu strip, sorry. I don't want a menu strip here. I don't I actually want a context menu strip. Okay, so let's write something here. That will be your copy, paste. Okay, now let's write a code for copy. Okay, so after clicking on copy, I'll be saying a form2 will be storing something. Let's use a copy. Let's declare that what we have copied as a string. So dim cp as string, and for current purpose it is blank. And I'll be saying, when I click on copy, what should happen? I should get the text box one dot selected text. Okay, and I'll be storing it in your cp. And when I click on your paste, what should happen? This thing should get paste. Okay, so I'll be saying end text box one dot paste what we have copied, cp. Okay, so this was the simple use of it, how to paste it. Now let's see how to work with it. Now this context menu strip will directly not be viewable. I can say when I right click on it, I should get this construct menu strip. If you want to get this construct menu strip on this text box, you have to click on this text box and you have to go to this property, and you have to choose a context menu strip. Okay, see, this is your context menu strip. Do you want any type of context menu strip? I'll say yeah, I want a context menu strip one. Okay, now when you right click on your notepad, you'll able to see the context menu strip. See, copy it, paste it. Okay, save it. Okay, let's exit it. So we have created all these things. Now the thing is that I just want my font to be changed. See, when I click on the notepad, you will also see able to see the font. Okay, so after clicking on the font, you will able to see, yeah, I can go for the font, means I can set the font of it. Okay, and even you can go for your fore color, means the what is the fore color of the font. Okay, means you can also select the fore color. And how to do all this is, first let's work on the font. when I click on the font, I should get this font, and that font should be applied to your text box. Okay, so let's say text box form2 dot text box dot font should be is equals to font 1. Okay, now let's see, does it works? Oops, sorry. Okay, let's go on font. Let's get some other fonts. Okay, this is, I wanted italic and font shade should be in place. So this is as per what you want in your font as a font. Okay, so if you want to change the color, okay, so how we can change the color of it? So let's see, I just want to change the background of it. Okay, that is form2 dot textbox1 dot back color is equals to col. Okay, let's build it. Let's go for color. Okay, so the background has been changed. If you want to change the color to blue, yeah, it's done. If you want to change the font bold, that is done. If you want to copy something, if you want to paste something, yeah, everything is done now. Okay, so the thing is remaining is Cascade. Okay, now the thing is that if I click on open and if I go to your access.txt, okay, the thing is that it is going to work in only the one form. Means I can say it is only working with the same form. It is not working with the instance of the form. This is the actual form, I'm loading it here. Okay, so if I want the fonts object to work, so let's see how we can make it work. Means I can say the instance of the form. Okay, let's create an instance. Now I'll be saying I'll be creating an object of the form dim f1 as f2 as new form 2, and I'll be saying I want to show this form to in your main MDI. Okay, so let's see how I can do this. Now I'll be saying f2 dot parent MDI parent is nothing but me. I'll be saying f2 dot show dialog. Okay, so let's see. So I'm able to see there are many instances of the notepad here. So this is because of object oriented programming. I've just created the instance of an object. Now what if I want to cascade it? Means when I work with the windows, you can also see you can cascade windows. Okay, tile windows horizontally, vertically. Okay, so how you want to work on it, how you want to cascade it. So the better thing is that let's go to form, go to file, go to cascade, double click on it, and I'll be saying how I want it to cascade. So I'll be saying me dot mdi layout. Sorry, it's layout mdi should be what? I can say cascade it, tile horizontal or vertical. Okay, I'll be saying I want it cascade or horizontal. So I'll be saying I want it horizontal. Cascade. This is how does it looks. This looks okay. Cascade. This is how it works. Okay, so this was the tutorial for making you understand a uh, file reading, or I can say file handling. Then we saw MDI and SDI. This is an MDI. Okay. Okay, so this is a menu strip and this is the main MDI form, and previously means the one instance is called as single document interface. This is the single document, this is called as SDI, and this is your main MDI which can have multiple forms inside it. Okay, so cascade it should work. Even you we saw how we can use the color, font color. Then we saw how to use an open dialog box, save dialog box, font dialog box, color dialog box. Okay, and also we saw how to cascade it. Now the thing is that you might have seen a notepad. Okay, so it is having many proper I can say menus here. Okay, but we are having some less menus. But if we go to your Visual Studio, you will able to see there is a file. Then you have save form VB, and this save form VB will work similar to your save form. Okay, so both the things are working same. So what should we do? Means if I say this is your form one, and if I have a icon like that for saving something, okay, so do I have to write two codes? I can say the same code should be written for the both the things. Let's see. Means if I click on open, I should get the same thing what I have what I should get by clicking on file and open. I'll show it practically. Okay, that is your tool strip. Let's drag and drop this tool strip here. Okay, then let's add a button. Okay, so button for button I should also have icon, or I can say image to display. Okay, because it is an image button, so better we will have a label. Okay, and I'll be just renaming the text. This is called as save, and one more button which is nothing but the label. See this, even this is a label, this is it is having an click event. Okay, so this is for your open. Okay, so for this save and for this open, do I have to write the same code again? Okay, so I just go and I should go copy this things and paste it here. I it's it should work like this, right? I should copy this thing and I should paste this thing in here itself. So this, we don't have to do all these things because we can have a event wiring. Means I can wire two different control events to one sub procedure. Okay, so let's see how. So I'll be working with your save click. Okay, after save click, this is your actual name, tool strip label 1. This is the name of your control, and the event is your tool strip label 1. I'll just copying this thing and I'll be removing all these things, and I'll be wiring this event to your save. So it is already having, it handles a click event of your save tool strip menu item click. I'll be adding one more thing, that will be your tool strip label one dot click. Okay, and for this was for your save dialog, saving the file, and this will be for opening the file. So that will be the label 2, I think, label 2 dot click event. Okay, so now let's see. When I click on open, the same thing is going to work here. Okay, when I click on save, the same. Without writing a single code, just firing an event, I did all those things. Okay, so hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so see you later in next tutorial. Bye bye.